In a world where chaos runs amok because final season is swiftly upon us, one girl decides to, instead of doing all the work that is due really soon, she records a podcast episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to or back, but most likely to my podcast, Who Gave Her a Mic with Samantha Kaye, and my co-host, Samantha Kaye. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Don't you have some news for the class? Don't you have something to share? Yes, I do, guys. Let me be a wee bit selfish. I say as if I don't have a podcast like a sociopath. I have 10K on TikTok, and I just want to say thank you, even though most people who are listening to my podcast, hey guys, I love you. Probably don't follow me on TikTok, but I currently have 10K right now. Well, specifically 10.1K right now, and I honestly just want to share my gratitude. Thank you so much for 10K. I don't have. Oh, sorry, I lost audio for a second. I don't have I don't have a lot of what do you call it? I don't have a lot of like interactions. I don't Not a lot of people like or stuff, but like a lot of people follow. And I think that's just fun to have 10K. I thank you. Thank you so much, and I don't know what I did to deserve it, and I hope I keep it cuz that's a big number. That's so fun. Um anyway, today I was going to do a pop culture rewind, but not enough happened this week that warrants me talking about, and anything that happened last week was so non important that it's not relevant this week. So, all I can say about pop culture, or just like culture in general, especially in the States, I hope you voted if you are able to vote. If you are able to vote, if you are within the legal age to vote, do know that the year that you're turning 18, at least in New York State, when you are 17 and you're turning 18 that year, you can literally sign up to vote. You can sign up to be registered to vote by the beginning of the year. So when you're finally 18, you will be ready to vote. You don't have to worry about it later. And I think that's just so great. It's such a fun thing. So please register to vote. If you're not registered, and if you did vote, thank you so much, cuz don't listen to people. Your vote matters. Don't listen to them. Please don't listen to them. Your vote matters. It may seem a little useless, and to a certain degree it is a little useless, but it's worth it. Thank you so much. So, instead of doing a pop culture rewind, I will be talking about my favorite Letterboxd reviews that I've written, and Bob Drop. And Bob Drop is kind of like a Be Real, but you get to set your own like alarm, so you can Bob Drop whenever. I have mine at 6 p.m. And you post whatever songs really like on your mind right now, what's going cuckoo crazy in your brain. Currently I'm like nonstop listening to Nonsense by Sabrina Carpenter. It's such a good song. It's just so good. I love it so much. Ugh, it's so good. I'm talking all around the clock. I'm talking can't nobody knock. I'm talking opposite of soft. I'm talking wild thoughts. You gotta keep up with me. I got some young energy. I got that LOV. How could you do this to me? But I can't help myself. It's so good. But I'm also, before I continue talking about Bob Drop, no, actually, I think I'm done talking about Bob Drop. I want to talk about how I will unironically say this, hand to my heart, honest truth to God, to God's, I don't believe in God, truth to the universe. I love, I low-key, high-key love Ice Spice's music. Hands up, hands up, white flag waved. I'm sorry, I like Ice Spice's music. Like, Come on, come on. Like, she's so good. Like, you did me dirt. Cause what did I do? Like, I fucked on your bro. Like, I cannot choose no love and a smooch. Bitch, I am the one. So how can I lose? Like, so on that bitch like a hammock. I'm doing me. She can't stand it. Like, she's so good. I'm so sorry. The Ice Spice was so good that I accidentally unplugged my microphone, okay? You did me dirt. Cause what did I do? Like, I fucked on your bro. Like, I cannot choose no love and a smooch. Bitch, I am the one. So how can I lose? Like, swing on a bitch like a hammock. I'm doing me. She can't stand it. She's so, she's so real. She's so real. I'm sorry. I love Ice Spice. Like, you thought I was feeling you? That a munch. He eat it for lunch. I'm invest in my body. I do what I want. Like, she's so good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's not technically, like, I know it's not, like, the best rap out there. I know there's way better rap out there. But Ice Spice is my princess. She's my people's princess. I love her. Anyway, I had a bunch of topics I was going to talk about today for like my pop culture topics, but honestly, whatever. Like, there'll be future videos. Like, I just really, you know, it's whatever, really. I do want to talk about Switzerland. So apparently, Switzerland invented a new device, not a device, a new machine, which is an assisted suicide machine that like, um, painless, slow, calm death. Like it's not gonna be abrupt where it hurts. It's like very calm. You go into a little pod, and honestly, is it on Prime? Will it have next day shipping? Like, I feel like I feel like I'm gonna really, really like it's gonna be really tempting finals week. I'll be like, Switzerland. Y'all renting those? Like, can I buy one? Ooh, I feel like next episode, or at least an episode soon, will be the 9/11 to 50 Shades of Grey pipeline. Because I also know a lot of tree branches that like grow out of the pipeline that a lot of people don't know about, and I'd love to share because I the 9/11 to 50 Shades of Grey timeline is like my favorite like pipeline ever to exist. It's so good. Like you're telling me that like that those crazy things that happened in America is like, oh, that's new. No. Hey, that's not new. Am I just dumb? Yeah, I was just dumb. Sorry. Thought I saw a new sound, but I was just on the wrong page. Anyway, yeah. So now let's talk about like the actual like meat of this episode. So I love Letterboxd, and Letterboxd is an app slash website slash whatever. It's a reviewing thing where you can get an account and review any type of movie that you want. And I love Letterboxd, and everyone's like, oh, it's so pretentious, and everyone's like pretentious on it. And yeah, there are pretentious people on it, but a majority of the people on it are haha funnies now, because it used to be like completely just like losers, but now like the funny people joined. And isn't that all that really matters? You know, maybe the Letterboxd was the friends that we made along the way. Just saying. So currently, okay, you can follow me on Letterboxd. Same with a chance, but a chance is CHONC because I ran out of characters, so I couldn't put the E. And I put with a chance because we took a chance. I love Niall Horan. I love zucchini. I love red pepper. Sorry. Anyway, let's continue talking about my Letterboxd, because I felt like I really had to talk about Letterboxd because Mike's Mike, my favorite person in the entire universe, was like, should I get a Letterboxd? should I just get a Letterboxd? And everyone was like, yes. I wrote yes with a on my buffer. What if I started doing ASMR? No, I won't do that to you guys. I won't do that to you guys. Okay, cool. So we'll talk about Letterboxd, like I said. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through, like, sorry, my favorite movies right now on Letterboxd, and then some haha funny reviews, and then haha funny reviews that I've written. So currently my favorite movies are Pride and Prejudice 2005, the one with Keira Knightley and Matthew McFadden. Shiva Baby with Rachel Sonnet. I'll just say Sonnet. Rachel Sonnet. I love Rachel Sonnet. She's my favorite person in the world. I think it should be not a crime, but I think it should be like looked down upon for not worshiping the ground that she walks on, because I'll say it, she's amazing. She's great. And then the Virgin Suicides, quite literally, after I watched it, I was like, this is taking the place of a movie. I forgot what the movie was before the Virgin Suicides, but it really, I think it replaced Twilight. Virgin Suicides was so good and it replaced Twilight. And if you know me, not saying a lot, I think it's genuinely a fantastic movie that everyone should watch, even if you're not a really big film fan. I think Sofia Coppola's work, especially if you are more on the feminine side, it's something that you can really admire. I wish she had a bit more people of color. And I know there's obviously the idea that, she could write it wrong. But, like, with the Virgin Suicides, I understand why they're, like, white gals. But, like, tweak the story a little bit. Think about it critically, like, as hard as I look at the movie, and just see it for what it is. That could have easily been an all-black cast. And the story still would have hit. So I don't know. She doesn't have to, like, cater. Obviously, no one is forced to cater, but I don't know. It would be nice, because I love Sofia Coppola's work. So yeah. And then finally, my last favorite movie, because it's 4 movies, not 5 or 3, which is kind of weird, but okay. Fourth favorite movie is Catching Fire. It's just the best one. And yeah, okay, my friend Chris, the guy Chris. I have 2 Chris's as friends. Crazy. And I have my cousin Chris. Anyway, Chris was like, no, the first movie is the best one. And yes, not objectively, subjectively, the first Hunger Games is the best one, but objectively, higher stakes, better production, better script, better cinematography, better acting. Catching Fire. Sorry about it. Sorry if that hurts your feelings. It's just better. So yeah, I get why people have this, like, way of seeing Letterboxd as this, like, pretentious thing, which is true. It used to be very pretentious, and I think it's in some movies it's still very pretentious, very diluted. But if you look hard enough, not even look hard enough, if you look in the right places, you start off at the right movies, like the right reviews, eventually the algorithm will weed out the more of the pretentious reviews, and give you more of the haha funny ones. Like, I just clicked on a random movie, The Good Nurse, I think it's on Netflix right now, The Good Nurse. And the first review I see, sorry, if you heard that burp, I'm so sorry. The first review I found is all British actors get the chance to play a creepy dude called Cullen. Stop. Wait, this dude's name is Cullen? That's so funny. Oh my god, Charles Cullen. Okay. So yeah, all pale British actors get a chance to play a creepy dude called Cullen. The next one is strong performances. Sorry, I can't read. Strong performances aside, I was very distracted by how much Eddie Redmayne looked like Ellen DeGeneres in this one. Eddie Redmayne's I Can't scene alone deserves 3 Oscars. New Fear Unlocked. Eddie Redmayne was born to play creepy little psychopaths. That's so nice of them to say that. Great. Okay. And then, obviously you'll get like the pretentious guys. Like, honestly, let's go on a different one. Let's go on American Psycho. There's probably something pretentious in that. It's American Psycho, people. Mhm. No. They're all funny because I was so good at like weeding out the pretentious comments, because American Psycho is literally filled with yes, Patrick Bateman is an awful, terrible person who kills people, but do you know what he doesn't do? Let his friends get away with making anti-Semitic statements, which is honestly so real and so slay of Patrick Bateman. Like, he's really an ally. Literally, I'd love to see him, this American Psycho, and the other American Psycho, Kanye West. I'd like to see them go head to head. I love how Willem Dafoe has been the same age for 20 years. Dermatologist approved. Get ready with me. Patrick Bateman skincare routine. Honest, not sponsored. Hashtag skincare routine. Hashtag get the psycho look. Hashtag Patrick Bateman. Oh my gosh. Patrick Bateman. Okay. Wait. Sorry. Something's trying to click in my head real quick. Bateman. Am I crazy? Am I dumb? Okay, yeah, I was mixing up Bateman and Bates. Norman Bates. The dude. It just so happens a lot of Bates people are crazy. Okay. What else is there, guys? I say like we're all looking at the same screen. Should I have been reading out the... I'll go back, because I don't want to be like that person, So, Jay was the first review that I read on The Good Nurse. Ashton, Mills, Alor, Tyler, and then yeah, those are the people that I read for The Good Nurse. And then for American Psycho, I read the reviews of Lauren and Liam. So from now on, I'll say their names, because I don't want to like just say it and act like, because even though I'm reading off, I don't want it to be like, just for like consideration, But now I did all that work for nothing, because now we're going to read reviews that I've written on Letterboxd at Sim with a chance, without the E at the end, instead of an A in chance and O. So the first one is I wrote for A Cinderella Story, Once Upon a Song, the one with Lucy Hale. I'll make you believe in me. I can be what you want me to be. that one. And I wrote the generic pop bops are its only saving grace. I wrote for Anna Karenina, I said 1 star is solely for the fact that they call Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, Keira Knightley's character's shadow, and it was so great for me, but the 1 star reduction is because I hate cheating. For Enola Holmes and Enola Holmes 2, I wrote it's cute, sue me. And then for the second one, I was like, I could have done with less fourth wall breaks. I wrote third wall. That's so embarrassing. Third wall breaks and more fan language. I hyperfixated on fan language in elementary school, which is true. All because of a fan toy that came with the American Girl doll toy for McDonald's. So that's fun. For the school of For Good and Evil, I wrote, not gonna lie, it was predictable, corny, and had tired tropes, but I loved every second of it. For My Policeman, I had 3.5 stars. I said, if I had a nickel for every time Emma Corrin played a low British girl who was a children's teacher, got proposed to by a guy she adored, she found out she was not his first choice, and he only chose her because he felt forced to, she tolerated it for a few years, and then finally left him, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Really a casting type, huh? That's true, because that's crazy to me that she played that, twice. All within the 2020s. That's crazy. No, within the 2010s, 2020s. That's crazy. For The Dreamers, 2003. So The Dreamers is like a pseudo French film. I say pseudo because it's in France, but it's in mostly English, but it has French with 0 subtitles. So I think it's more like a French film that was geared towards American audiences who were willing to get past a few subtitles / get past learning a little bit of French. I'm so sorry that I started talking when I was yawning. I'm so rude. I also plan on working on work after this and showering. So I just really wanted to get this over with because I've been working all day and I also was doing groceries all day, so it's whatever. So for The Dreamers, I wrote, I'm so sorry. I wrote, I guess I watched this movie and was disgusted, intrigued, and was forced to endure French people all at the same time. Could be gayer and could be less French. Also, could do without the incest, which won't make sense to you if you obviously have not watched The Dreamers 2003, and I honestly sometimes wish I didn't, but I also was like, oh, it says something about the blah 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 blah. Sometimes I have pretentiousness in my blood, but overall, it was okay. I gave it 4 stars. For Don't Worry Darling, I wrote, I would like to consensually and be able to leave when I want to go there. When I play Sims 4, my children are real to me too, babes. And I hope the alleged 300,000 Miss Flo got was enough to cover all the chiropractor visits she will have to go to from carrying this entire film. But I would like to add that people are a bit dramatic about Harry being a terrible actor. He's not good, but he's not bad. For The Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, I give it 5 stars, way more than most pretentious films that I've watched that I wrote about on Letterboxd. And I said about Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, maybe pants are just the friends that we made along the way. For X, I wrote, I am Maxine coded, which is true. I am. For Do Revenge, I said Do Revenge, more like do make out, please. For Penelope 2008, I said with crying emojis at the end of each word, all she had to do is love herself. No, because when she was like, I don't need to marry him, I love me. And then the curse was broken, and then her mom was like, oh my god, all this time I could have fixed the curse because I'm her mother and I should have loved her for who she is. And she's just like so like torn up about it. And then the father's like, yeah, you really could have, but like his love couldn't break him the spell. But he didn't love her for her. He just like saw her as a nuisance. And I can't believe it took her like till she was like 18 or something for her to finally love her. I'm so sorry. That movie like really gets the movie just like really gets me going, like crying wise. Like Penelope is such a crazy movie. It's such a good movie. So sorry. For The Secretary 2002, I wrote Slay. Rami and Michelle's high school reunion, I wrote Slay, a biopic about the girls who invented the post-it note. For The Virgin Suicides, I just wrote about how I just wished I actually watched it in middle school instead of skipping around. For Purple Hearts, I gave 1 star. And I said this military propaganda would have hit if it was good. For Jurassic Park, I wrote female-led movie, The Dinosaurs, because they were all females. For Carrie, I wrote she really did that for the girls, because she did. She really did. For Psycho, I wrote no Norman. That's not what I meant by saying slay. For Dead Poet Society, I said they really have to stop killing the gays. For Edge of 17, I said I love this movie. Hated that Nadine didn't get one good apology though. For The Love Witch, I wrote, damn, all of that and she didn't even get what she wanted. Only got more trauma, which is so trashy. Like, let her be happy. Let her have brainwashed her little plaything, her little policeman or whatever. For The Piano Teacher, which is another, I'm pretty sure it was a French film that I watched, because, pretentious people love French films, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I just wrote fatherless behavior, and then I always deduct 1 star, when there's an essay scene. I'm so sorry I was so close to the mic. That was probably so unbearable for you guys. I'm so sorry. There's an essay scene, so I honestly don't think anyone should watch this movie. I mean, obviously watch this movie if you are interested in this type of movie. But, like, yeah, I deducted 1 star because there was this essay scene, and honestly, I was so close to just giving it 2 stars instead of 3.5. But I can't ignore how well written and shot this was. Like, it was a quality film. It truly was. For Wild Child 2008, I wrote that dancing scene is my sleep paralysis demon, and it is. I'm not lying. For Marie Antoinette, I wrote Sofia Coppola put her whole Coppolacy in this. For Night in the Museum, I said after this movie, my Girl Scout troop spent a night in the Natural History Museum. When I tell you 50 little girls screamed to see the Easter Island statues to scream, "Dum dum, me want gum gum," only to find out that the section was closed off for mess. But hey, I met dinosaurs. Which is true. I slept at a museum. I win, you lose. Get over it. For Buffalo 66, which is another movie that was like, oh my god, this movie is so good. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, the overall score for it is a 3.9. I gave it a solid 2.5. And the only reason why I, like, watched Buffalo 66 is because I'm a huge fan of the indie rock band from England, Wet Leg. And I was a huge fan of them. And then I'm so happy that Harry Styles covered the song Wet Dream because I love Wet Leg and they're getting the recognition they deserve. And everyone's like, oh, you cool with this music? Yeah, and you call your posture? Like, shut up. Like, it's good music. And I wanted to watch it because of the line, Do you wanna come home with me? I've got Buffalo 66 on DVD. Beam me up, count me in, count me in. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. So I was like, okay, let's see why our girl is singing about Buffalo 66. Newsflash, I hated it. I hated it. Actually, in retrospect, it's 1 star. It's 1 star, and I said, "Homie kidnaps a tap dancer. Sorry, a tap stand a dat. Blah, blah, blah. Homie kidnaps a tap dancer, who was played by 17-year-old Christina Ricci. Let's keep in mind that the main actor is also the director and was a part of the casting process. So he kidnaps 17-year-old Christina Ricci's character, verbally berates her. She goes along with the abuse, falls in love with him, and the way he makes it up to her is by buying her a small cup of hot chocolate. And then I also wrote, dude also added a scene solely to tell the audience how big his dick is. Oh, while he was being homophobic. And then I also liked this person, Alex. They're a pro member of Letterboxd, and there was like, this movie keeps on haunting me because people are so suffocating in their love for it. It's a piece of shit. The worst defense I've seen of Buffalo 66 is it's good because it's very revealing about Gallo's mental state. You are saying that a movie that romanticizes abuse of a teenage girl and reduces her to nothing but a device for the protagonist's redemption is good because it reveals that the director is also a lonely narcissist. Yeah. Really popped off with that one. I don't like this movie. People who like this movie kind of scare me. I'm not gonna lie. Also, Gallo, the guy who directed and is the main character, Vincent Gallo, he is also a raging Republican. A terrible person, too. So, oh well. Bad movie anyway. There's no loss there. For Freaky 2020, the one where the body swap horror film, I wrote, comedic timing was phenomenal. I just wish some of the jokes were good. Like, the comedic timing was so good that I almost felt myself laugh, but then I, remembered, these jokes aren't good. So, this talent was wasted. For Bo Burnham, Inside, I wrote, didn't enjoy this as much as his past ones, but I also liked it more, weirdly enough. My main thing is that I had to hear white theater kids sing these songs during karaoke. He's All That, She's All That, reboot. I'm so sorry, She's All That. I can't believe they did this to you. And Miss Addison Rae, please stick to the music, girl. I generally enjoy. Oh my god, my next podcast should be me going through the Am I the Asshole Reddit and then reading the Reddit posts and determining if someone's an asshole or not. Oh my god, what if someone uses what if someone uses that audio of me reading the Am I the Asshole Reddit? What if someone uses that audio of me reading the Reddit and then uses my audio for a Subway Surfers video? Oh my god, I'd reach a new level of fame. My voice will be everywhere. Maybe I should practice my Am I the Asshole voice. Hi, my name is Margaret, 27 female, and my husband, 58 male, and I have been together since I was 16. So, anyway, I'll practice my Am I the Asshole voice, so hopefully it can become a Subway Surfer or a slime video audio. Anyway, Love Hard, the movie from 2021. I said Love Hard, movie bad. But I'm a cheerleader. I wrote the gays. For the bling ring, I said, they really did slay though, didn't they? Miss Marvel, I said, I will defend the show with my life. Through my window, I wrote, okay, but homie really couldn't just use his own Wi-Fi. Miss Girl was poor. He had, and then I cut myself off from there. Literally, his whole thing was like he stole her Wi-Fi. But like, she's literally poor. He's poor. And like, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna come out to use your Wi-Fi. You're literally a multi-millionaire. Addis, please be serious. Yeah, I don't like it. My favorite comment is by Hannah, coffee cup, sushi, and then white heart. Is he for real got his ass ate? And then everyone who's replying to it, they moved past that so fast. She flipped that man over and went to work. I was actually losing my mind. No, because I thought I was the only person who saw that part. Sir, what? I was shocked. I barked. What was that? Good thing that went by so fast, LMAO. They thought we wouldn't notice if they just slipped that into the montage. This is so funny, LMAO. That was the only good part of the film. Also, why are y'all overreacting like Victorian children? Facts, I had to pause to take a second. Asking the important questions here, I see. No, I was like, what? Right, like, what the fuck? That part, I literally jumped. This review is killing me. LMFAO. I was like, is this for real right now? It's all happening so fast. No, because I was crying. This made me laugh out loud. No, literally, he got ass ate. Oh my god. Ugh. More reviews should have replies. Just saying. For Phoenix Rising, I wrote, Phoenix Rising is a documentary that I think everybody should watch. It's on HBO Max. It is, oh my god, it is genuinely like earth-shattering, handshaking. It's so good. For Phoenix Rising, I wrote, I want to punch him in the face with no repercussions, unless said repercussions are just a round of applause for me. For Crush, the 2020 lesbian rom-com, I wrote the quote by Rowan Bland, no, by Louis Cravallo. I hope I said that correctly. I hate when I mispronounce people's names. Louis Cravallo. The quote that I used is, she's still biphobic, but the movie is going to be really cute and sapphic. She's like, yeah, the bitch biphobic, but hey, it's a cute sapphic movie that you're gonna love. Sorry. Framing Britney Spears, I gave a good solid 3 stars. I said, I just kind of made up choreography in my room after watching this. Who wants to see me hit me baby one more time? For Squid Game, I wrote Society, am I right? For To the Bone 2017, I said, this is my ED movie, eating disorder. This is my ED movie. Everyone else had Starving in Suburbia. I had this. I love this movie for the wrong reasons. I guess you can say I want to kiss Keanu Reeves and Lily Collins, which is a fair thing for me to say, because it's true. Suspiria 2018, I said I enjoyed this, but I told my film and lit professor not to watch it, because if you really, 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 really love the 80s Suspiria, I would not watch the 2018 one, because it'll just like leave a bad taste in your mouth, I guess. But I wasn't the fondest of Suspiria, but I liked it. I really liked it, and I liked the 2018 version too. So for Austin Land 2013, I said I will never not love this movie. For The Hunger Games Catching Fire, I literally wrote 5 stars, heart, best movie ever, don't try me, I'll put it in my top 4, and I did. Black Mirror, Shut Up and Dance. That one literally fucking, oh my god. Shut Up and Dance literally is the reason why I have such bad trust issues, especially with movies. So I always, when I feel like this anxious feeling in my body, before I ever get close to finishing the movie, I will always look up the ending first because of this episode of Black Mirror. Oh my god, I hated that. For 8th grade, the 2018 movie that Bo Burnham made, oh, such a good movie. It was so bad. It was so hard to watch. It was so good. I wrote, if Wattpad or AO3 made an appearance in this movie, it would be actually perfect. For Black Klansman, I wrote Spike Lee, you genius, because Spike Lee is a genius. I've only spoken the truth, and it's the truth. It's a good-ass movie, and Spike Lee is a genius. Thank you so much for listening to that. The guy who didn't like musicals, didn't like it like the guy who didn't like musicals. I didn't like the guy who didn't like musicals as much as other Star Kid musicals, but it was good, so who cares? I wrote, Working Boys needs to be adapted into a full show. Working Boys, I'm up to my ass in shit. What is this business? Markets are crashing and I'm at the edge of my wits. I just can't hide it. 5 o'clock can't consume enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough to my boys. Well, I don't know why I know that so well. I haven't watched the music. I haven't watched that musical since high school. I don't know why I know that so well, but I do. The Lego Movie 2, the second part. I wrote yes because I'm pretty sure I watched that entirety with an ad. There's no traces of it, like actual traces of it, but I'm pretty sure like as promo for the second movie, they literally aired the entirety of the movie and people didn't believe it. So some people watched it, some people didn't, and then when people found out that they did, they just watched the movie because they're like, that's so cool. Hair Love, that short animated film from 2019, I wrote, I don't know why, but I cried. Because I did. It's so cute. He like learned how to do his daughter's hair. Okay, I'm sorry. For Cats 2019, I wrote, I once did a weird production of Cats for my Catholic elementary school. Our CGI tails looked better. For Ratatouille the musical, I said, was it good? Debatable. Do I regret paying $5 to watch? Yes. But was it enjoyable enough to watch? Surprisingly, yes. I had a fun time. It wasn't good, though. So... What else did I said? For Girl Interrupted, I wrote, Angelina Jolie is crazy with heart eye emojis. For Assassination Nation, I wrote, I genuinely love this movie. It reminds me of my worst edible trip, but in the best way. So, I used to only get high through edibles, and I don't eat like edibles anymore because they're just bad. I hate edibles so bad. Oh my god, they're so bad. I hate edibles. Oh my god. I'll be the first one to say it. I don't like it. When Trin Lovell said, I immediately know everything about someone, but by what they don't like about this movie, and that's Assassination Nation. I give Assassination Nation a 4 stars. I love Assassination Nation. I love Assassination Nation. I love it so much. I love it. One of my favorite parts is Maud Apatow knocking out Bella Thorne with a baseball bat. It's pretty good. I really liked it. And everybody who was like making fun of Sam Levinson for this movie, all I see are guys. They're guys. I was gonna say white guys, but I don't want to make assumptions because no one actually uses their face for their profile pictures. But all the guys, it's only guys who are like, yeah, homie really said that this edgelord stuff is what feminism is. But all the girls are like, slay. Oh my god, she's really doing it. She's doing it. It's so good. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But like, quite literally, it's such a good movie. And any of the girls who are like, this movie sucks, it's only guys who are like, yeah, you're so right. But like, no, like, all the girls are like, this is a slay. And they're right. It is a slay. It's so good. Like, who's the cast? Odessa Young? Hari Neff? Abra? Suki Waterhouse? Anika Noni Rose? Anika, what are you doing here? Girl! Anika, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, girl? I forgot you were in this. What are you doing? I'm almost there. Almost there. Maud Apatow, Bella Thorne, Joel McHale, Bill Skarsgård, Cody Kristen. What are you doing here, you crazy cat? Yeah, this is cuckoo crazy. That's mental. And then I wrote, yeah, I said this movie reminded me of my worst edible trip in the best way. Like I was saying, I used to do edibles. Don't do them anymore. I will only occasionally get, you know? But like, it's just, like, so much is happening all at once in that movie. And honestly, it's just like, in the best way possible. Waves 2019, I wrote, I tried to do what I wanted to do, and that's it. Like, it really tried to make the message clear, and that's all. The only thing you can say is that they tried. And then I also wrote, I'm also really pissed that I paid for this movie. I paid fucking $20 for this movie when I didn't have a job. Paid $20 for this movie. And I didn't check my Showtime subscription because I have Spotify Premium Student, so it comes with a Showtime subscription membership, and it was on Showtime, and I didn't check the entire time, so I paid $20 for nothing. I'm so mad. For The Social Network, I wrote, sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie, my fuck you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag. And I said, I'm certain that Armie Hammer 1 ate Armie Hammer 2, because Armie Hammer is a cannibal. Superstar cannibal, Armie Hammer. Black Swan, I wrote, just like that SNL skit. For Easy A, I said Joe Goldberg, La La Land, Caesar Flickerman, Allie and AJ, The Amanda Show, Friends, SNL, etc. Which is true. For The Devil Wears Prada, I wrote Andy's boyfriend is gonna catch these hands. For Juno, I wrote Michael Cera lost his V card in high school, but I didn't. I'm attracted to Michael Cera. No. Because why did I feel the need to write the I'm attracted to Michael Cera part? What about me had to write that? Like, who like, told me that had to happen? Like, why did I write that? For Mulan, I wrote "Be a Man" and then like the nail polish emoji. For Kung Fu Panda, I wrote "Everyone is indeed kung fu fighting." Legally Blonde, I wrote "Dear L, he's a lucky guy. I'm like gonna cry. I got tears coming out of my nose." Sorry. To all the boys I loved before, I wrote "I read the books." That's it. For Thor Ragnarok, I wrote "I heart Taika Waititi," which is true. I love that man. And Hitch, spoiler alert for an old ass movie, they go like jet skiing in the Hudson River and they both jump into the water. And I wrote, "I can't believe they went into the NYC waters and didn't leave with a mutation or having found a dead body." For the proposal, I just wrote "Canada" in all caps. For How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I wrote Matthew McConaughey. Always Be My Maybe, I wrote "Maybe it was good." I don't know. Didn't keep my attention. For Set It Up, I wrote "This was cute." Slay. For Spree, I wrote "Kurt slays most literal sense of the word." Uncut Gems, I wrote "Not recommended for bitches with anxiety." All Too Well short film, I wrote "Taylor, I love you so much, but the rest of this review has been redacted because the author of this review fears that her title of Reformed Swiftie will be taken away from her." I'm not the biggest fan of the All Too Well short film. I will defend it with my whole life. I will tell people that it's the best thing to ever exist ever, and I will tell people that it is amazing, breathtaking, and quite honestly the best thing on this earth. But I'm going to be so real. I'm going to be so real. I was not the biggest fan of the All Too Well short film. Wait. Oh. It's If I Shake It. A little gremlin. Because it's 12. A little gremlin from the Gremlins movie pops up on my screen if I shake my screen. That's so creepy and so cool. I actually really like that. Yeah, I genuinely think that the movie was actually pretty good. The short film was alright. And wait, let me. My neck's not letting me crack it. That's crazy. No, that really gets it. Another fine example of Taylor Swift being simultaneously an undeniable genius and the biggest loser I've ever seen in my entire life. I think it's just her being a millennial. That's a bit mean. I was like, yeah, so it, until I read it out loud. No. Yeah, it just wasn't the best. You know? But I like the song, so. Yeah. It's whatever. So for Lolita 1962, I wrote, "This film saw the novel and said, wow, cool." Then ignored it a little. And then I wrote another one for that same fucking movie, and I wrote, "This movie saw the novel and missed the target." For Licorice Pizza, I said, I'm sorry if I couldn't get over the fact that he was 15 and everyone else could just like gloss over it. Call Me by Your Name, I wrote, "Timothée Chalamet and superstar cannibal Armie Hammer did so well convincing me that they were two dudes with a crazy age gap making out as two men with a crazy age gap making out." It's because they were two it's because they were two dudes with a crazy age gap making out, both in the movie and in real life. Spider-Man Far From Home, I wrote, wow, wait, is that insert celebrity here? I didn't see that coming. 10 Things I Hate About You, I said, I'm an insufferable bitch, and I have cat to thank for that. Lady Bird, I wrote, mommy issues, am I right? For Whiplash, I wrote, and I thought that playing Rock Band on the PlayStation was stressful. For Dark Phoenix, I wrote, it's a wonder why it's not called X-Woman. That's so yeah, that's all my reviews. Honestly, I know it's a pretty lazy, really low energy podcast, but I just really wanted to get one out. Next podcast will for sure be me going through the Am I the Asshole Reddit and just giving my 2 cents, my unwarranted advice to strangers on the internet, because you know what? This is the best I could do today, and I hope you guys are okay with that. And I hope you guys are okay. And again, thank you so much for 10K on TikTok. That's so exciting. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much again. It's been Samantha Kaye and my co-host Samantha Kaye. Hey girl. And I'm gonna take a shower and then work on work as much as I can. Bye.